All right, good morning, beautiful people. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me this morning as I have my cup of coffee. If you're having your cup of coffee with me, then wonderful. But if you're not drinking coffee and you're just going with the flow, I appreciate that too. If you're really enjoying this video and you like what you see, I'd appreciate it also if you give a like, comment, subscribe, and if you're interested and would like to know more regarding the future when it comes to my upcoming videos, make sure you tap that notification bell so you can be informed when I upload my next video. You're having coffee with Miss Coco, and I'm going to do what I always do. I'm taking my first sip. And what do you hear when it comes to that sound? That's the sound of a good brew. I'm sitting here. What's that? What's that? I'm burning the incense. All right. If you have a problem with that, then baby boy, baby girl, I don't know what to tell you. Only thing I can advise when it comes to that is that you click off this video because this may not be the video for you. You might find something wrong with, people who burn incense. I don't know. But I don't have time to explain. When it comes to something that I want to do as simple as this. So I have a lot going on, and I'm just going to tell you, as I've said before to other people that knows what's going on right now with me. It's not munch time, it's crunch time. I have like 8 or 9 months to do what needs to be done. I'm in the middle of a transition. I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot going on. And I'm just trying to do what I'm trying to do. I'm taking every day, one day at a time. And I'm going to tell you that it's not easy. But I'm grateful for the opportunity every day to wake up in the morning and to still be able to do what I need to do, to make the decisions that I need to make, to go out there and go get it. I'm grateful for the simple things. I'm grateful for where God is trying to put me. I'm grateful for me just being able to have the strength that I have to endure when it comes to these struggles. People put their life out there, and they don't put every part of their life out there in the open view, in the public, for all eyes to see. Most of the time when you're putting your life out there in the world, especially on this world wide web, people just put the good things, what they want you to see. They want you to see a theme of living a good life. But life is not really good if you don't have any bad parts to learn from. And I'm putting parts of my life out there, not necessarily because I want to, but I do feel like I have to in some aspect. I am a private person. I've always been a private person. I've always been a private person. And I still am. But with things that I'm trying to do in my life, especially when it comes to the type of work that I would like to venture into, I don't want to have jobs for the rest of my life. I would like a career. I'm at an age right now where there are a lot of things that I still don't know, but when it comes to my life and where I'm trying to go, I know exactly what I want for the most part. I know exactly what I want to do when it comes to what I want to do, when it comes to working, when it comes to having a career, when it comes to making money. But just because I know what I want to do, that doesn't mean that the world wants that for me. So I have to get out there and I have to go and get it. And so when you see me do what I'm doing, I want to let you know that what I'm doing is not for everybody, and I wouldn't advise everybody to do what I'm doing. But I will tell you that when it comes to the life that I'm living, I've made a lot of mistakes. I don't think I'm a dumb person, but I've had moments in my life where I've been green to a lot of things. And with me being green to a lot of things, in the past I put myself in a position to be a pushover. And I've loved a lot of people and loved on them hard, and it put me in a position to give so much where I was overgiving, where I didn't have anything to give to myself, and I made those around me be a thief. And because of the decisions that I made when it comes to letting other people do that, how can I really call them a thief when it is me that made the decision that I'm robbing myself? Now I'm here and I'm moving forward with where I'm trying to go in life. I have to review my perspective when it comes to the people around me and what I view as calling people friends, as calling people my loved ones, and things of that sort. So it's crunch time. It's not munch time. I don't go to church. I would like to go to church. I do have a relationship with God. I talk to God every day. I pray every day. I used to read the Bible every day. Now I read the Bible like every week. Not because I'm lacking. I know this is gonna sound like, oh, well, you're a person in faith, and you're always talking about you have to make time for the people and the things that you care about. But I don't like lying, so I haven't had time to read the Bible every day like I want to. But I just tried my best to keep God in my heart with where I'm going and the things that I have to do every day. And when I can't read the word and when I can't look at the word in depth, I hope I can keep the word that I do know in my heart and I can apply it to my everyday life in the way that God sees deemed fit for me. I'm okay, but I've been through a lot. I try to stay calm. I try to have a peace. I do have my moments, but I try to slim them down to few. But understand that sometimes, just like you're going to have your moments. I'm going to have my moments, and You can want to be the best for God. You can want to be the best when it comes to being a good person. You can want to walk the right walk in this world. But sometimes you're not always going to do it. And thank God for His grace. Thank God for His mercy, because sometimes you're going to mess up. Sometimes you're not going to make the best decisions. But it is what it is. One of the virtues right now that I try to focus on right now is patience. I try to have self-control. I try to have patience. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm trying to do them. I'm trying to do a lot of things that I want to do. Because for a long time, I didn't do a lot of things that I want to do. I was always doing what somebody else wanted me to do. Because in the nature of me, I do have a heart for people. I really do love people. I really do love relationships. I really do love learning from people. I feel like my best lessons are learned through life, with relationships, with people, talking to people, interacting with people, having experiences with people. So it's just in me. But I have to balance that out to have a heart for myself. I have to balance myself out to put myself back in a place of warmth, because I'm nice, I'm sweet, I have a gooey, gushy center, but I'm cold. I don't mean to be, but I'm a little icy because I've been through a lot. And that's not to take away from you, because most people are listening. I don't even think that is most. I think most people, all people have been through something. Yes, all people have been through something. And even with what I'm going through right now, I've seen the reality as I go through my everyday life, that just when you think you have it bad, there are people out there who have it worse than you. So never really complain, because God will show you the reality of this world to let you know that you should always be grateful, and that you should always see His mercy. And when you go out in this world, you should always strive to have mercy and truth around your neck, no matter the situation. Give people time. Give people peace. Give people patience. Do your best as a believer, as having faith and keeping the faith. Because it's not easy keeping the faith. It's not easy keeping the faith. I have so many things that I want to do. I'm trying to figure my life out. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to tell you that with me figuring my life out, I don't know everything. I give a lot of advice. I talk a lot. I talk to you. I communicate in different forms. You know, I give my perspective on things. But it's not because I know everything, because I don't know everything, but I do have the understanding that I don't know everything. And I'm able to teach about things because I've learned from a lot of experiences where I didn't know anything about certain matters in life at all. One of the things I learned is when you're a good person, let me tell you, one of the things that I learned in this world is that when you're a good person, when you have a good heart, when you have a heart for people, when you genuinely love people and your intentions are pure, that is all fine and dandy. But a lot of people in this world don't care about that. They don't care about you being a good person because a lot of people, I'll just I'll just be real. There are a lot of good people in the world. Yes, there are. There are a lot of good people in the world. There are a lot of good women. There are a lot of good men. There are a lot of good people. But there are a lot of bad people. And those people who are bad, those people whose intentions are not pure like yours, they don't care that you're trying to be a good person. They don't care that you're trying to keep the faith. They don't care that you believe in God. They don't care that you're trying to do the right thing in this life. They don't care about you trying to search your salvation with fear and trembling, and that you try to not fall into temptation, and that when you go out into the world and you make your decisions every day, that you try to flee from evil. They don't care about that. If anything, they will want you to be influenced by the opposite. They want to see you fall. They want to have an excuse for you to fall out of your element so they can come in and do what they feel they need to do with their bad intentions so they can destroy you. And you can't give that to them. But I'm going to tell you one thing is that I don't feel anyway. I don't have no regrets about sometimes getting out of my element for someone who doesn't respect me, but they won't respect back. If you're influenced by certain things that I know are not good, I don't feel any way about the things that I feel about you, think about you, or say to you that you feel that I shouldn't say because you want to tell me, oh, you're a person of faith, you shouldn't cuss me out. You shouldn't think that way about me. You should love thy neighbor. Oh, okay. Yes. But if my neighbor's trying to burn my house down, am I supposed to still leave a pumpkin pie on my neighbor's front porch? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm a cool person. I'm down to earth. At least I think so. But there are some people who think I'm bougie. And look, like I said, that's not my problem that you think that about me. Because I don't want to do certain things, you know. People today, they'll say you bougie because you don't want to bust it down for $40. You don't want to go sleep with somebody for some food, you know. You would rather be out here in a cardboard box and be whole than to be in someone's house and have a shelter over your head, and then you done gave your soul away for some crab legs. I may be hungry. I may not have yams right now. You know, I'm on a weight loss journey right now. I'm on a journey trying to look for 30 pounds. I'm looking for 30 pounds. I'm trying to get 30 pounds back. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not finna be out here sleeping around for no hamburger. Sleeping around for all the items on the menu. When you add up everything and it's about $90, the most precious thing on me as a woman, you want me to give it all away for everything on the menu at the little restaurant you're going to take me. Or say we go to a nice restaurant, a 5-star restaurant, and you buy me a $300 steak. Oh, so I'm just supposed to go home with you tonight and give myself away for $300. And then the next day when I don't do what you want me to say, I'm still going to be figuring out where I'm going to stay, how I'm going to pay my bills, how I'm going to stabilize my livelihood. That makes no sense with me. If I was going to have to figure that out anyway, I should just be homeless. I should just and still have my soul. I should just still be out there figuring it out and still have my soul and still have something left for the afterlife when I die. I done seen a lot of things. I've had a lot of things that I've wanted in life. But where I'm at now, I can tell you there are a lot of things that I wanted in life. I was able to enjoy them, but it wasn't worth it at all because I lost some of the people that I really cared about. And some of the people that I really care about, some of the people that I love, they're not even here anymore. Talking to them not the same. I have to talk to them in the spirit, okay? It's not the same talking to someone you love when you're standing in front of a tombstone. It's not the same to give someone flowers and the reaction is silence. Death doesn't scare me. Death does not scare me. At this point, I really don't know what scares me. One of the things that does scare me is living on this earth and having a whole bunch of people around me, but not having the people in my life that I love, that they're not there, that you can live, but then you feel alone because the people that you love the most, they're not in your life. That's what scares me. not having the people that I love the most in my life, being successful, but not being able to celebrate with the ones that I love, having all the things that I could have in this world, but then not being able to share it with the ones that you love. That kind of what scares me. So I have a lot of stuff right now, and I'm just like, look, you want it, you can have it. Cause a lot of this stuff don't mean nothing to me. All these possessions, these things that I have, they don't really mean nothing to me. So so what's up? What's up? That that's a little. That sounds. You sound a little melancholy today, Jess. Yeah, because I have things to do, and one of the things that I have to do right now is that I have to spend a lot of money. I have to take a lot of risks. Scared money doesn't make any money. And I'm in a place right now where I can't do a lot of things myself. I do need help, but I need the right type of help. I want to help people, but I want to help people who want to help themselves. So I need help, but I need the right type of help. I want to help people, but I want people that are going to help themselves. I'm on crunch time. I'm not on munch time. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. What I need to do. You're like, what's that, Jess? What do you need to do? What do you need to do? I have a lot of things to do. And I don't know if I should go into depth. I don't know if I want to be that vulnerable right now. But this was one of this is one of the worst mistakes that I've ever made in my life. And so the only thing that I feel like when it comes to this particular mistake that I made is I just try to right my wrongs by telling people not to do some of the things that I did, not to make the same mistake that I did. I have a dream and I work hard towards it, but I'm not like Dr. King. Look, I want to be alive to see parts of this dream. Woo, excuse me. I want to be alive to see parts of this dream. I know I'm not people's cup of tea, but like they're saying, I am somebody's cup of whiskey. I know I'm not for everybody. I understand that. And I've tried to be for everybody in the past, but that was like a catch 22 for me. You you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. So that's why I'm always telling people now that is the motto of this channel. That is the motto of this brand that I'm trying to build. The mantra: be you, be great, be good. I've explained the meaning behind that many times before, but that is why you have to be you at the end of the day. Even if people don't like it, even if people don't understand it, you have to be you, because that's the only way you're going to be great. And that's the only way you're going to be able to stir up the gift inside of you. See, the gift is not for you when it comes to the gift being inside of you just for you to give to yourself, to receive the blessings for God for yourself. Yes, God will put you in a place where the gift is going to make room for you. That is part of the purpose, because part of that purpose is you finding your purpose and you living in your purpose. But that is not the whole purpose of you living on this earth. God has plans for you to put you where you're supposed to be. But I do think God is a God of relationships. And when it comes to those blessings, you're supposed to pay it forward in the right way, in a good way. So, but you can't pay it forward in a good way if you can't take care of yourself, if you can't look out for yourself, if you can't love yourself. I don't want to be around people who have a lot of drama. I'm not saying I don't want to be around people who don't have ups and downs, because we all have ups and downs. But I just want to be around people that when they have ups and downs, they have a healthy way of figuring it out, and they do the best that they can to not make the matters in their life worse, or the matters in my life worse. So I'm trying, you want to know what's going on? I'll give you part of it. Part of it is that I'm trying to build a brand. I've been trying to build a brand for 2.5 years. And now I'm it's not where I want it to be. But like I said, I have a dream. And so one of the scriptures says, I think in the book of Habakkuk, I do not know the the exact scripture, but I guess I could look it up. But I'll keep talking. But it's something about keeping keeping your thoughts, keeping your dreams at the forefront of your mind and bringing it out so the reader can run with it, make it plain. Let people know, keep what you have when it comes to your dream, your thought on your mind. And maybe tell people, but it's like it contradicts itself. It doesn't contradict itself because like it's the time and place for everything. So I don't think that the word contradicts itself. You just have to have the understanding about the time and the tone of the word and be able to know when it is supposed to be used and understanding the right context of what is being said, because I don't like when people say, oh, well, that's why I don't read that because it contradicts itself. No, you're applying it in the wrong context. You're applying it at the wrong time. You're not having the discernment to know what is what. So, of course, you're going to always think that it contradicts itself because you're not having the wisdom to know when you need to apply the knowledge to your situation. So you got to make it plain. Maybe somebody else will see what you're trying to do and they will run with it. But I'll be real and say that how are people going to run with this? Not all people are bad. Not all people want you to fail. But I have met a lot of people that's like, oh, well, I went through stuff and, I could help you, but I don't want to help you because you have to go through all this bad stuff that I went through first. And then I might think about helping you. Well, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to tell you this because this happened to me. So I feel like this should happen to you first. And it's like, you don't even know me. Like, you don't know half the stuff that I went through. You think Jessica hasn't went through anything? You think Jessica sitting on a cloud. I live in a castle. I walk outside on a balcony and it's roses and rainbows and I'm eating crumpets and all this garbage. You think I haven't been through anything? You think I don't have stuff that I'm trying to heal from? You know why a lot of y'all think that? A lot of y'all think that because despite of my situation, now I haven't handled every situation perfect, but despite of my situation, I didn't handle a lot of things the way other people did when it came to some of the things that I went through, because a lot of us are cut from the same cloth. And a lot of us, though I may not speak about it, I like to tell people because it's the truth. You may not tell me something, I may not tell you something, but 9 times out of 10, the thing that you went through, I probably done went through it too. The thing that you seen growing up, I probably seen it too. But we just handle it different, and now you want me to pay because I didn't handle or deal with the situation in the way that you wanted me to deal with it, because you dealt with it that way, even though we went through the same thing, even though we came from the same place. I don't walk around like I came from the mud, but I came from the mud. And you want to make me feel bad because I don't want to You want to make me feel bad because I don't want to act ghetto. I'm from the hood, but you want to make me feel bad because I don't want to act hood all the time. Because I do like acting like I have sense. Because it's not an act. I do have sense. I am a woman. I am a lady. I don't want to act like a hood rat. All right. But then that'll offend you because we probably went through the same thing. We came from the same place. But because I didn't make the same decisions that you decided to make, because I didn't have the same reaction that you decided to have when it comes to your pain that we probably both shared, different people, different situation, but probably very similar. And because I didn't do it the way you wanted, because I didn't do it the way you want me to do it, I have to pay. You know, I'm black. I'm black. I'm proud to be black. I'm a queen. I'm nothing less. I humble myself. But because I don't want to be poor, but because I don't want to have a broke-minded mentality, you feel like I'm not humble. I don't want to do the same things everybody's doing. I don't want to be black how you want me to be black. That is not for you to tell me how to be. You can't tell me how to be black. You know who tells me how to be black. I'll tell you who will tell me how to be black. My people. You are my people. You're my people. Even though not, if I'm not talking to you and you don't downgrade me, you don't degrade me or downgrade. Yes, I said downgrade. Water me down because I'm not the same tone of black as you. You don't downgrade me. You don't degrade me. Then I'm not talking to you. But when I go out into the world, a part of me, when it comes to me being black, I do try to do my best every day because I'm out here trying to do it for my people, the people in my family who were here before me. Some of them are not here anymore. A lot of them are not here anymore. And I try to do it for them because they're black like me. And I want to make them proud. Whether they're looking at me in the living or they're looking at me in the afterlife. I don't be black how you want me to be. I be black how the people before me would like me to be. How they raised me, the things that they instill in me. And sometimes it gets on my nerves when people try to tell me I'm not black. What is black? Black is not talking a certain type of way that you think I should talk, that one would deem to be found as ignorant because I'm articulate, because I value education, because I like to be well-rounded, because I'm a no-nonsense person, because I don't want to sit around and look at entertainment all day. because I do not really fall for the BS when it comes to a lot of liberal and social things. I don't, I'm sorry. I told you at the beginning, I am who I am, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I say a lot of things. I am not politically correct. I know some things that I say are going to strike your tail, okay? I don't do everything that you want me to do. I don't agree with everything when it comes to the way you want me to think. You'll tell me I'm not black, but then you're out here making you'll tell me that I'm not black. I barely wear name brands, okay? You'll tell me I'm not black. I barely wear name brands, but you're out here wearing name brands made by Europeans. And nothing is wrong with that. But don't sit up here and say things out your mouth that doesn't make sense. Because the equation is not looking so, accurate. The math is not mathing when it says what you were saying to me. Don't judge me. I don't judge you. I might disagree with you, but I don't go out of my way to tell you how you should live, how you should be. And if you think I do, then don't listen to me. That's what I do to you when I think something don't make sense to me. Well, what you saying? I don't listen. So I have things to figure out. This is a platform. This platform is Southern Shook Talk. The mantra of this channel is be you, be great, be good. I'm a commentator. I make content. The goal of this for this channel is to be a catalyst for other things in the future that are positive, and I will say that will benefit my life and can benefit yours too. This is also a platform that values freedom of speech. So if you have something to say, then you say what you will say. Even if I disagree with you, you are open to say what you would like to say. But there's a way to do it. When you talk to me, whatever you say, even if I do not agree with it, you say what you will say. I am open to listening to you speak, but just make sure that even when you say something that I may deem not something that I agree with, if it's something that I don't agree with and you would like to say it, I'm open to what you have to say because I value freedom of speech, even if it is something that I do not agree with. So as long as you say what you have to say, even if I disagree with it, just say it with respect. Because respect for me is not given, it's earned. So I don't have much. That's all I really have to say. I talk about a lot of things. If you have a specific topic or you have a specific subject matter that you would like me to talk about in a future video when it comes to any video coming up, or if you would like it to be a topic that I focus on when it comes to drinking coffee in a section when it comes to coffee with Miss Coco, please leave your comment down below because it will be something that will stay on my mind And if it is worth talking about, then I will speak about it in the next video. If it is too controversial, but it makes sense and it needs to be talked about, like if it's something that is real, if it's something that probably is not fit for the morning, probably is not fit for drinking a cup of coffee with Miss Coco, then we'll put it in the Shook Talk playlist. Because that is where I talk about real things. I'm going to talk about other things in the future when it comes to the Shook Talk playlist, and they're going to have you shook. Indeed it will. It is going to ruffle some feathers. But I've never really been a person to seek approval about your feelings when something needs to be said, because nobody cares about my feelings when they have to say something to me that I don't think make any sense. But that's not the point. The point is that when it comes to the truth, you need to leave your feelings out of it, because at the end of the day, on a spiritual sense, you're missing out on your birthright when you're all in your feelings. You deny yourself of the truth because you want to live your life and have a certain reality to yourself based off how you feel. So I have to deal with a reality of myself. I have to deal with a reality of myself. If this is the life that you want to live, Jessica, where you value freedom of speech and everybody doesn't want to hear what you have to say, some people do want you to be quiet, then you need to figure out the solution of how you're going to live the life that you want to live, where you can still have the privilege of saying what you want to say, even if people do not agree with it, even if people find you controversial with the things that you say in today's time, because a lot of people don't want you to say certain things, and a lot of people want to take everything away from you just because you speak up on something. And a lot of people feel like, oh, well, if it's the truth, but it ruffles some feathers, or it hurts people's feelings, or the masses don't agree with that, then you probably should just keep it to yourself, because this is not the time right now. It will never be a time for the things, for a lot of the things that I'm going to say. I'm going to tell you the truth. It would never be a good time for a lot of things that I'm going to say. And so I appreciate the people who are in my corner, who do support me. But I've come to the realization a long time ago that when it comes to Jessica, there is no in between. You either love me or you hate me. People don't, it's not no, oh, I don't know. And then the ones that love me and hate me, we have to get a clarification on that real quick, because when you really look at the definition of that and you find the clarity in that, and you love and hate somebody at the same time, that's really just jealousy. And I really don't have jealousy coming from me, because I don't really have time to really deal with such diseases. I'm trying to stay whole. I'm trying to stay healthy. And jealousy is not something that I'm going to entertain. So if you love me or hate me, I hope that you can work on yourself and heal yourself from afar, because that is not something that is going to come for me. And it is not something that I sin for. I do not try to put myself in a position where I thrive and want people to be jealous for me, because if you look inside my life and you see me right now, there's nothing There's nothing to be jealous of. There's nothing to be jealous of. I am not all that. I don't have all that. It's nothing to be jealous of, especially when it comes to the external. Now, when it comes to the internal, there are a lot of things that I am trying to heal from that I wouldn't understand. Why would you be jealous of a such thing? Only thing I could say, if you're going to be jealous of something, you're going to be jealous of the healer that's trying to heal the things that are inside of me. And that's all that I can say. Because when I bring you this half of the time, I don't know. It is not even half of the time. 99.9% of the time, I don't have no notes with me. I just say what comes out of my mouth. And before I go to you, I always say to people, and I say, God, you tell me what you need me to say. Because I don't know what to say. Myself alone, I'm not fit to say anything. And I need God behind me to give me the courage and the boldness to say the things that I say, because I understand the consequences behind the things that I say. But the reason why I do not be quiet, the reason why I speak, is because in the past, being quiet has not helped me, has not helped others. And so I just don't, I'm not a loud person. I don't talk all the time. If it comes to being, like, say, they're saying a woman should be seen and not heard. Again, another traditional thing. That is something that I believe in. Okay, a woman should be seen and not heard. But being the type of woman that I am, in my relationships, intimate relationships, yes, you're going to see me. You see me with my counterpart, my male counterpart. Yes, I'm going to be seen and not heard. But with the type of work that I'm trying to get into, I feel like I think I'm a leader in my own right when it comes to communications, and I speak about things, and so I'm not going to be quiet on certain things. If you do not like the things that I am saying, then you can always click off. You do not have to look at me. You do not have to be influenced. You do not have to listen. You do not have to hear anything that I am saying to you. But I wear many hats. And when it comes to those hats have roles and positions. And when it comes to those roles, and when I am put in that position, I know how to play it well. Okay? So I'm not a loud woman when I am with my male counterpart. I do accept that standard of being seen and not heard. Okay? Not in the negative sense of how some toxic men would like to play it, but I don't mind being quiet. I don't mind being a peace. I don't mind you seeing me as a lady and me not speaking and moving with grace and silence most of the time. But when I'm out here doing what I do, I don't wear that hat. I wear a hat. When I put this hat on, I don't wear that hat. You're not my man. Okay? When I put this hat on, like I said, I have to use my voice. I have to give you that action. I have to show you what it is. and I can't be silent on a lot of things. But I do have the discernment, and I've had to learn that, and I'm still learning that there are some things that you do need to be quiet, because it's not that you're never going to speak on them. Um, and there are some few things that you just should not speak on. But the things that you don't speak on, there's a time and a place. And I had to learn that, and I'm learning that now. So, patience, a virtue, peace, a virtue, self-discipline, self-control. So, I don't want to ramble because I feel like I'm doing that now. I just get on here and I go with the flow. I have to go anyway. Have to head out. And I know this is probably one of the longest Coffee with Me Coco sessions that you've seen. So take what you will. What you don't take, leave it where it lay. And I appreciate you for listening to me. So if you like, or you like what you hear, you like what you see, any tidbit of it, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be in the know of the next upload. Tap that notification bell so you'll know when I put up the next video. That is all I have to say today. If you have